Howdy, it is Super Bowl Sunday, an hour to kick off, and normally I would have this video posted by now. But instead, I'm out in the road with my shovel, getting ready to dig out my mailbox. The skid loader won't start. It's plugged in, but it still won't start because the battery is too cold. It got down to 21 degrees below zero Fahrenheit last night. I will get this video posted as soon as I can tomorrow or the next day. It's been a wild week. But hey, you weren't going to watch it tonight anyway. You're going to watch the Super Bowl, aren't you? I knew it. I'll see you tomorrow, which by the time you watch this will be today. Hey there. Thanks for turning down my road. If this is your first time here, my name's Carl. My little brother and I both work for local farmers full time, but we both also farm together with our cattle herd and our hay operation. Everybody's involved, from the smallest to the biggest. If you don't have the joy of farming yourself, I'd love to help you experience it through this channel. Whatever your background, you found the right place. This is Dodge Brothers Farm and Ranch. Well, it's a nice morning, but it's not going to last long. They say we're going to get some freezing rain today and then a lot of snow. So this summer we finished the concrete floor in the west side of this barn. We've never really used the west side before. We also put a bunch of steel on the south side of the barn and kind of redid the doorways here. So we're going to put some gates in here to keep the cows out of where we've been storing some of our tools. And we'll roll out some corn stalks for them to lay in, and they'll have a nice place inside. This looks pretty good. I guess we'll chase the cows in here and see what they think. Just need to get one of them to go in there, which doesn't look like it's gonna happen, does it? All right, just stand back. She sees it. She's going in. All right, they're coming back out, but at least they know they can go in there now. Boy, the bull is just going bananas. He's gonna knock the barn down, I'll bet you. Well, we got that project done just in the nick of time. I'm on the way to take a look at hogs, and it is already raining. Yikes. Well, time to be brave and open the door. See how much snow we got. It's enough. The thing that's not great about it is it's kind of heavy and wet. And, oh no, there's ice underneath it. Good grief, look at how high the snow is out here in the cattle lot. I hope the rest of the cows are in the barn because I don't see them out here. Glad I made this spot for you, huh? Hi, Bully. I appreciate you not knocking the barn down overnight. That was really kind of you. He was trying yesterday afternoon. Bulls always have to mess with stuff. It's in their nature. This snow blew in out of the east, and everything is just such a mess when you have a big east wind in the wintertime around here, the way our sheds are configured. So I got to shovel these doors out and see if I can get my pickup out of the other barn. You know what? This drift is only, I don't know, just almost knee deep. I could probably make it through, but since I got the skid loader, there's no point. Well, at least I know I can get out my driveway, so let's put the Dodge in four-wheel drive and see if we can get down any of these roads. Gotta go check hogs. I think it's gonna be slow going, but I bet we can make it. If not, I'll have to turn around and try to go the other way. Well, things are not great, but it could have been a lot worse. Actually, it's kind of warm right now. It's almost above freezing, not quite. Well, welcome back to the mess that is winter in Iowa right now. It's been really mild all along up until about 10 days ago, but every time we get a storm through now, it's always a big bad one, it seems. And we're supposed to get, they're saying, 3 to 5 inches of snow tomorrow, but we're supposed to have winds blowing at 35 miles per hour the whole time for a little more than a day, and the temperature is going to drop from 34 to 4 over the course of the day into the night tomorrow night. It's going to be bad. So what we're doing right now, we are blowing the snow away from the hog barns 70, 80, 100 feet away. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to try to make room for this new snow. So we got the snow blown pretty far away from the hog barn, and now he's using the skid loader to pile up some snow and try to make kind of a snow fence along here. So hopefully the drift will start forming clear out here instead of clear up against the barn. So it looks pretty innocent right now, but the wind is in the process of switching from southeast to northwest. And then once it gets its direction changed, it's supposed to start blowing about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Oh my, it's changing. I got all the stuff done I needed to do this morning, and I better get out of here and get home. It's getting ugly. Ooh. This snow is wet. It's like ice underfoot, so better take it slow on the way home. Well, I'm warming the Dodge up quick, and I'm really wishing I would have left a little while ago. Can you guys see that? It is getting bad out there. Oh boy. So this is our nice 2-lane state highway, and I can just about see the yellow line there in the middle. They've been down the one side of it and they haven't been down the other side of it. When I look at the world through the screen on my phone with the camera recording, I can see everything a lot better than I can in real life. I don't know why, but I can actually see the edges of the road a little bit on my phone screen. I can't hardly see anything, tell where the edge of the road is in real life when I'm looking out the windshield. It's crazy. As you can tell, we're not going warp speed either. We're going about 6 or 7 miles an hour. That's plenty fast enough. I have never, ever been so happy to see my mailbox as I am right now. Look at how that heavy wet snow has got this pine tree pulled down almost to the ground by the road. Wow, is it good to be home. Well, I made it home. That was wild. Look at those genius cows. Make a nice, dry, warm, fluffy bedded place inside for them to go in that barn right there. And they're standing outside getting covered in sopping wet snow. Oh, they'll go in there later, but they'll drag all that wet snow in there and melt it all off all over the corn stalks, and then their nice dry bedding will be all wet. I wish I could talk to them in their language and say, guys, get in there. What are you thinking about? Whew, it's cold this morning. 3 degrees Fahrenheit and the wind is howling. We got some snow. But it wasn't so much snow, it was just the wind that blew it around that is going to make things crazy out on the roads, I think. It's amazing, there's really not that much snow in the driveway. or in the yard here that wasn't here before, but there's some pretty big drifts out on the road. So just after I filmed this, the road grader came by and I picked the dirtiest window in the whole house to film him through. You're welcome. Well, since it's so brutal cold this morning, I decided to give the cows a little special treat. So as you all know, that hay feeder there is designed to minimize waste, and it makes it, you know, they've got to eat the hay off the bottom of the bale. They have to work to get that hay. So I went up in the loft this morning and I grabbed a couple of small square bales of really nice second crop hay, threw it out on the ground here so that they can get some easy eating done before they go back to working on the feeder. It's really cold this morning. They all stood inside most of the day yesterday and didn't eat anything, so I wanted to give them a little extra something easy to eat this morning to get their bellies filled back up and help them keep warm. Well, the plow already came by my house. Look at how much snow that was. I don't think I'd have got, well, I'm sure I wouldn't have got through this if he wouldn't have come by already. I probably could have dug this out with a skid loader just enough to get about to here, and then I probably could have made it, but we're gonna see if we can get to the big farm this morning. Well, here's another spot they've already been through, but it's probably gonna be closed up in just a few hours. Look how it's blowing across again. Man, this snow that got driven on yesterday is just about like pure ice underneath now. You can see there's a pickup in the ditch there. Oof, I'm going about 25 miles an hour and that's all I'm gonna do. 4-wheel drive, this is crazy. Well, we're getting dug out. It wasn't a lot of snow, but the way it blew it around made a heck of a mess. Let's slip on up and see what it looks like north of the pig barn, where we blew all that snow back and pushed up a wall of snow to try to keep it from drifting up against the barn. I hope it worked. It worked okay. You can see the drifts kind of formed right off of that snow wall that we made here, so it pretty much did what we wanted it to do. I would say all this work that we did this morning isn't going to last very long. I don't know how much you can see it, but there's a lot of snow blowing right now. It's just going to fill this right back in. But as cold as it is, being single digits Fahrenheit, it's going to get really hard the more it blows it around. So we got to keep moving it. I got all the way to the highway and I can't get on to go home because the snow plow piled a bunch of snow up at the end of this road and I can't get through it. Well, it's a beautiful sunset, but I'm kind of in a hurry to get home so I can get the skid loader out and get some stuff done before it gets dark. But I've got a long drive ahead of me now because of that. Oh well, it is what it is. Oh no. Wow. Well, it's Saturday afternoon. Just got done rebedding the barn 80% by hand because there's so much snow packed down, built up right in the opening of the door down there from the cows walking in and out during that snowstorm that I can't get in here with the skid loader because I hit the top of the skid loader cage on the floor joist of the hayloft. So we got part of a bale right to the edge of the door and then we rolled it through by hand and I fluffed it out with the pitchfork. Really good. I mean, look at that. It's nice, dry, fluffy spot inside out of the wind and snow for the cows to lay. Of course, they're excited because I just got done putting a new bale in the feeder. They weren't quite out of hay, but it's supposed to be 20 degrees below zero Fahrenheit tomorrow morning. and they were going to be out of hay sometime tomorrow, and I figured the skid loader probably wouldn't want to start tomorrow, even if it's plugged in. I don't know. It might not. It's got a little problem with the glow plugs. I don't know. I got to do a little wiring diagnostics on it. Hey, you know what? Us YouTubers spend a lot of time outside in the cold with no gloves on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to push the buttons here. So, as much fun as this is, I think I'm going to say goodbye for the week and put my glove back on. Thanks a lot for hanging out. See you next time.